Welcome to this morning's Spirit Breath meditation. I invite you to just get very calm, very still right where you are. Just give yourself the gift of stillness. Just breathing very comfortably, paying attention to the air as it moves in through your nose, as it exhales through your nose. Just allowing yourself to get very still as we begin with our 3 ohms. Here we go. Just feeling that connection of body, mind, spirit. Recognizing that Om, that universal sound of life that fills your chest. You can hear it, you can feel it. Just allow yourself to just place your attention right there for a moment. As you breathe in through your nostrils, out through your nostrils, reminding ourselves that we are here to have an intimate conversation with ourselves. All that means is that we are willing to sit in the stillness, in the vibration of love that is everywhere present. So in case you haven't guessed it, our theme today is stillness. Stillness. Now, stillness doesn't mean inactivity. In fact, what it means is that each one of us lay as our intention for this spirit breath meditation, for our spiritual practice this morning, the understanding that when we get still, perfectly still in our conscious minds, and we allow ourselves to stand in the stillness of the allness, everything is available. My mind is not running around, my body's not running around. I am standing straight right there in the center of my stillness, and everything reverberates around me. So today our affirmation is, I stand in the stillness of my allness. Just say that to yourself. I stand in the stillness of my allness. I stand in the stillness of my allness. So if you're going to lie down for today's meditation, here's your invitation to find your perfect position. If you want to cover yourself with a blanket, that's great. Just make sure if you want to get up and run around, that's good too. Just make sure that you that you put your arms at your side and leave your hands up, your palms up. If you're seated, I remind you that your spine is here to support you. Your spine is here to hold you in the most beautiful repose, to hold you in that stillness. I stand in the stillness of my allness. So if you're seated, put your hands on your knees with your palms up. And we are going to have 5 minutes of uninterrupted spirit breath. That means we're going to breathe in through the belly, in through the chest, exhale through the mouth. In through the belly, in through the chest, exhale through the mouth. Just allow your own rhythm, your own tempo. Remind yourself of our theme, stillness. And allow yourself to be as still as you've ever been, recognizing that everything reverberates around us. Here we go. I invite you to continue your breath work, in through the belly, in through the chest, exhaling through the mouth. I stand in the stillness of my allness. As I continue to breathe this very active spirit breath, as I recognize that breath that breathes me is the infinite intelligence of the universe. As I breathe in through my belly, into my chest, and exhale through my mouth, I realize that I am consciously directing this breath, directing this life force, this intelligence. As I stand in the stillness of life, and I see the entire universe swirling around me, I'm reminded that at any moment there is a perfect stillness, where everything comes into perfect order, where there is only unity of life, where there is only love, love only, where there is only life, that breath of life that moves through me in every moment. As I live in this perfect stillness and recognize the allness that surrounds me, that is me, I recognize the immense power that is the center of my being. As Ernest Holmes said, there is a power for good in the universe, and I can use it. I am using it right here. As I breathe in through the belly, in through the chest, exhaling through the mouth. This spirit breath is the very power for good, the power that regenerates, reinvigorates, a breath of life that breathes its creative intelligence in, through, and as each one of us here today. I am that intelligence. I am that breath of life. As I direct my breath in through the belly, in through the chest, out through the mouth, as I direct that, as I intelligently, intellectually move my breath from one part of my body to another, exhaling all that doesn't work for me, I stand in the stillness, knowing that this breath breathes me. This power for good, this universal good, this power for love, this universal love, this power for strength, a universal strength, is the very air I breathe, the very breath I take, the very organs in my body that I use for this collaboration of breath. I stand in the stillness of the allness of my life. As I sit here breathing in and exhaling, I recognize the perfect symmetry of breath. I recognize that anything in my conscious mind that disturbs me, anything in mind that would be distracting, anything in my individual mind that I have somehow latched onto, I have the power, the right, and the intention to release it into this allness of life. Turning back any unhealthy thought, any grievances I may have had, turning them back into the energy from which they came. As I stand in the allness of life, I recognize and know that at its core, the center of everything is good. That power for good that I am is mine to use, and to use it, I see it as the truth for which it is. When I breathe in this truth, and I exhale anything unlike it, any unkind thoughts I have ever held about myself in any way, shape, or form, I now commit them to this energetic field of love that transforms them back to their originality, back to love only. And in this moment, as I stand in the stillness of my allness, I recognize that I am only love, love only. I recognize that I am this divine intelligence. That is all there is. That is the allness of life. Some call it God, some call it Jesus, some call it Buddha, some call it Allah. By many names, it goes by one truth, and that is love. And in that love, in that stillness, in that allness, I recognize my oneness with everyone and everything. I do not see color. I do not see gender. I do not see sexual preference. I do not see political affiliation. I see nothing but one thing: pure, perfect love. In many shapes and sizes, and in many variations of this perfect energy. So as I breathe into this today, as I breathe into this stillness, the universe swirls around me, just as it always has, as it is right now, and as it always will. But in the stillness, there is peace. So in this stillness, in this perfect stillness, I invite you to take your arms and very, very, very slowly bring them up from your body and bring them through an energized field that is so thick and palpable that you feel your own energy moving with it, against it, through it. Just move your arms up. Just feel that thickness of energy, that warmth of a beautiful mountain spring as it comes down the side of a mountain, and you are rising your arms up into that waterfall, feeling the energy as it cascades down your arms down your body, now standing fully present under that waterfall. Stand perfectly still there as the water just pours down your fingers, down your arms, down your body. Continue your breath and recognize the stillness that exists within you, and yet the allness that this waterfall just brings forth, this energy that cascades down your entire body. And then just move your arms in any way you choose to recognize that perfect waterfall, that perfect movement of energy as it pours over you. As you allow it to just come down your face, your arms, your chest, your back. Just use your arms to just feel that energy. There is a power for good in the universe, and I can use it because I am it. I am this waterfall of divine energy as it is all around me, the allness of life, swirling, moving, cascading, plummeting. It's the ocean, it's the waves, it's the babbling brook, it's the river, the rocks, everything in it, right here, right now, fully present. As I scoop it up and as I play with this divine energy, I recognize this is what I am. I stand in the stillness of the allness of life. And then just bring your hands to your heart, perfectly still, breathing in through the mouth, in through the belly, exhaling. Feeling that heart breath. Allowing yourself to breathe in through the belly, in through the chest, out through the mouth, all through the heart. And I invite you to just take your arms and place them back on the floor or on your knees, palms up, allowing your breath to continue. And then just take a pause at the top of your breath, and in that pause, see if you can find that much more stillness in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Relax into it. Let every area of your body sink into that stillness. For in the stillness is the allness. With each pause I take, I'm reminded of how connected I am through consciousness to all that I truly am. This is what I know. I am the stillness. I am the allness. That is my highest resolve. Lay fresh before me the moments of my high resolve, resolving all that ever needed to be resolved in the presence of this perfect stillness. Now just add an extra breath at the top and release it. Constantly, consistently, standing in that stillness. And then return to your spirit breath, the three-step breath, in through the belly, in through the chest, out through the mouth. Paying perfect attention to the stillness that exists within. I stand in the stillness of my allness. Slow your breath down to the most comfortable, easy breath, the stillness of breath as you breathe in through the belly, in through the chest, exhaling through the mouth. Just slow it down with each breath, feeling the stillness. Now I invite you to take that perfect stillness, stay right there in the center of it, and transition your breathing from spirit breath into breathing through your nostrils, allowing the hybrid of the two to find you. I invite you wherever you are, whether you're lying down or sitting up, to stay right there in that breath. Stay perfectly still. I'm going to invite you, whether you're lying down or sitting up, stay right where you are. Just open your eyes and look around your room. Notice that everything has stayed perfectly still. All objects have stayed exactly where they are. Perhaps there are some pets that have moved around. Perhaps there's a goldfish swimming. But in life, everything remains perfectly still. I stand in the stillness of the allness, even as the trees move, even as the breeze blows. There is a stillness right at the center of my being. I invite you to just move your fingers now, move your toes, move your head if you like, or your shoulders. If you're lying down, I'm going to invite you to slowly roll to the side and find yourself in a seated position, but very slowly in your own tempo. Just continue breathing deeply through your nose. I'm going to ask you this question right as we go into our 3 ohms. What would life look like if I navigated life from the stillness? What would my life look like if I did stand in the stillness of my allness? Join me in these 3 ohms. I give great gratitude for each of you bringing your consciousness here this morning, for sharing your spiritual practice with all of us, recognizing that there is a stillness in you and a stillness in me, that when we are in that stillness, we are in the allness of life. So great gratitude. Thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste and welcome home.